Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Mudirayet Nashtaprayesha Badreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Om Ajnana Timiranjasya Jnananjana Shalake Shakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupagadamayyam Dadati Sopadandikam Mandeham Shri Guru Shri Utapatakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamcha Shri Rupam Sagarjatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpadarubhasya Kripa Sindhubhye Vicha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vikasa Swaminiti Namine Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Pachatya Deshatarne Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivashadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam karoti vachalam pungam langayate agrim yatkripatamaham mande Shri Gurum Dinadaram. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So today again we are meeting. Thank you for your presence. So I was thinking to tell you about the 4 regulative principles Prabhupada has given us. Right? 4 regulative principles. Everybody know. No meat eating, no illicit sex, no gambling, no intoxication. Right? These are all the 4 regulative principles all human beings must follow, right? You may ask, we are all devotees, we follow all these things, Mataji, why you are telling? The mind and senses are very powerful in this material world. They can put anyone down. So, Prabhupada gave these 4 regulative principles to every human being. Every human being must follow all these things. They should not eat meat. They should not have relationship except husband and wife, nobody else. They should not take any kind of intoxication. Maybe it is coffee or tea also. And they should not gamble in any form. So, Prabhupada told us to follow. If we want to become a devotee, he told us to follow this and to chant the holy name minimum 16 rounds. Minimum 16 rounds means maximum you can chant more. So now I'm going to focus on the 4 regulative principles. How we ladies can follow the regulative principles. Today's class will be focused on that. Prabhupada gave us 4 statements. That is, books are the basis. So to advance in spiritual life, what we have to do? We have to study Srila Prabhupada's books. So that is our base. Books are the basis. And purity is the force. What is the force? Purity is the force. Today I am going to focus more on purity is the force. And third one is preaching is the essence. Utility is the principle. So all these principles Prabhupada gave us. in this, we are going to focus today on purity is the force. So how we can become powerful, how we can become pure, how we can become successful for women is this purity. That's why I formed this group as chaste devotees. This is for, we are women, and this is for us to remain chaste, right? So here comes the purity. Like for men, for brahmacharis, it is compulsory that if you see the Gurukul also, Gurukul is only for boys, Gurukul is only for males. So what is the important thing there is they study Shastras, they learn all the spiritual things in Gurukula. There, one more important rule is there is no women allowed there. No association of women at all in Gurukul, in any form. Gurukul means only men. So that rule is there for brahmacharis. So similarly, women also have rule. So those women who follow this purity, they get very powerful. They are very powerful. Those women who are very loose, they free mix, they go here and there, they have so many boyfriends, so many husbands, so many misbehavior, they don't have any power. So today we are going to see such a powerful woman, but she made a small mistake in her life, and how her life turned differently, that we are going to see today. From it is also a story from Shastras, real, so that we will understand what is purity for women. So we all know there are Sabda Rishis in the universe, 7 powerful Rishis. So these Rishis change from time to time, different region, different 7 successful, powerful Rishis are there who guide the universe. So it is in the Treta Yuga, it was in the Treta Yuga, there lived a Rishi by name Jamadagni. Jamadagni. His wife's name was Renuka. So they had 4 boys, powerful. This Rishi Muni, they live in the forest. They live in simple life. Their only focus is devotion. So Jamadagni Muni and Renuka had 4 sons, I told. The 4th one is none other than Lord Parasuram. Lord Parasuram is an incarnation of Krishna, is an empowered incarnation. Lord Parasuram came to kill the bad kings, very, very miscreants who are very bad. He want to eliminate, he eliminated such persons from the world. He was born as a Brahmana, but became a Kshatriya later. So now coming to the story of Renuka and Jamadagni, what is the duty of Renuka is, we saw last week, right? The duty of Devahuti was to take care of Gardama Muni. So similarly, Renuka, every day she used to go to riverbed. On the banks of river, sand. You might have seen the sand in beach and other places. We use sand to build houses and buildings. You may know what is sand. she takes the sand and makes a pot instantly. Normally, we can make pot using only clay. Clay is used to make pots, and then after making pots, it is kept in the furnace to get cooked. Then it becomes strong. Otherwise, the mud pots, the clay pots will break, right? This is the method how we make mud pots, clay pots. But Renuka had the power. It is a power because she was very, very chaste lady. By that power, she had the mystical power, magic power, that she goes to the riverbed, take the sand, not the clay, take the sand, make a nice pot, and take the river water and brings it for the puja every day. So this is for undoubtedly because her husband performs different kinds of pujas. So her duty every day is to go to the river, get the water, fresh water for the Lord's worship. So from this we understand that how pure Renuka was. See, Jamadagni Muni is a rishi and he had his own way of power. Renuka was also equally powerful by our service, not by learning mantras, not by doing tapasya, not in that way, but in her own way by serving the husband, by remaining pure, simple. So she also had power. That's why she could make sand into a pot. So one day, what happened? When she was making the pot, she saw a shadow on the river. See, water can reflect, water is also sometimes act like a mirror. So you can see your face in the water also. So she saw in the river a beautiful Gandharva flying over the river. So she saw up and saw that Gandharva. Gandharvas are normally very beautiful men, handsome men, and they sing nicely. And then she said, oh, they are very beautiful. That's all. Gandharva and his friends, girlfriends. But that made her chastity went down. A moment distraction from her devotion to husband and God reduced her power. That's all. Just by saying this, just to get attracted with a Gandharva. It is not that she divorced the husband, she married somebody, or she had illicit relation, nothing like that. Just by one or two, because that yuga is different. So just by a negative thought. You may ask what is wrong in it, saying somebody handsome, all these things. But women has restrictions. We see in Chaitanya Charitamrita, men also have restriction. If somebody is a brahmachari, they are not supposed to look at women. So I will first narrate the Chaitanya Charitamrita story, then you will understand. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was a very strict sannyasi who is God himself. And he gave us the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. So he had many followers, many disciples. So there was one brahmachari by name Chota Haridas. Chota Haridas, not Haridas Thakur, who is called as Namacharya. He is not that. This is another Haridas. He is small, so he was called as Chota Haridas. So Chota Haridas' service is to go and takes rice from cows and bring it to the ashram and cook it. So he went to one old Mataji's house to bring rice. But in that house, he saw a young girl. So He saw that young girl and got, oh, young girl, like that, and brought the rice, that's all. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu understood. And then later he told his followers that I don't want Chota Haridas into my inner circle. You throw him out. I don't want him. So, however, the followers said, please forgive. Please forgive Chota Haridas. Chota Haridas. He has done a small mistake. Please forgive him. Mahaprabhu didn't accept him. Because Mahaprabhu told that we want to follow rules and regulations. And if somebody breaks, then the followers will think we can also break the rules. So this Chota Haridas waited, then, he left his life. He left the body, he died. He died. Later he asked for forgiveness, then the Lord forgiven him. So the point here is whether it is for brahmachari or for women. Purity is very important. We normally get easily attracted, no, by seeing some men who are beautiful, mustache, and acting, singing. Ladies get attracted. But we should control our senses because our eyes are to see only Krishna. We ladies should have only one person in life. That person you can see. Parents will get you married to that person. You can love that person. You can see that person. That is your husband. That is for okay. Other than that, the eye should not look at anybody else in a other way, in a different way. Okay, I hope you understand. So if we look at like Chota Haridas looking at the women, or Renuka looking at the Gandharva, it put them down. This is in different yuga. Now this yuga we see every day many men shake hands, be with them, talk to them, mix with them. Such things are happening. So you may ask, what Mataji, what you are talking? We have boys in our class. We have colleagues in our job. So why not we talk to them? We mix with them. It is Kali Yuga. Yes, I agree it is Kali Yuga, but we should learn. We need to be pure. How you are going to apply in your life, that is in your hand. This purity, how each one of you is going to apply in your life is in your hands. Yeah, sometimes we need to speak to other men. Sometimes we need to be with our colleagues or classmates or something. But we should always have this in our mind. This is a rule given by Prabhupada that no illicit sex. So young girls, you should not associate with any boys except your own brother and father. That too have limitations, not too much. If you maintain this, you will have power. You will be appreciated by Krishna. That's why we are teaching this. Then you will have eligibility to go back home, back to Godhead. Otherwise, we will be like now common people who don't have any rules and regulations. They live like dogs and cats. They don't have any rules and regulations. No such restrictions for them. Because we are living in such a world, there is no rules only. Right? You may be knowing this, all these girls, you may be knowing. No rules, no marriage. You can live with anyone. You can go with anyone. You can come with anyone. So such a bad situation is there in the world. But Becoming a devotee means becoming pure. If you follow purity, then you will be like a devata. You will be like a devi. Even in this Kali Yuga, you will have power. So the demigods and Supreme Lord will appreciate, oh, she is devotee. So there is a poem in Tamil which says the devotee is praying to the Lord that the eyes which has seen the Supreme Lord will not see anything else. The eyes which has seen the Lord will not see anything else. So we should also develop that purity in our life. The eyes which is seeing Krishna should not see other things. So eyes are given to us to see Krishna. So if we use our senses to see something else, then there is a fall down. Then there will not be purity in us. So now, coming to Renuka's story, just a small mistake. For us, it looks very small mistake. She saw the Gandharvas and commented in her heart. She didn't say. In her heart, a thought came. How handsome he is. That's all. Then she lost her purity and she was not able to make the pot out of sand. So now time is going. She had to go in time to give the water to her husband for the performance of the worship puja. And she is now scared what to do. Whether to go back and ask for forgiveness from her husband. She is now very scared. She couldn't go. She didn't go. Go home. Jamadagni Rishi is very, very powerful. He can see past, he can see future, he can see present. So he closed his eyes and saw what happened. He could see that Renuka got attracted, and that small thought made her that she couldn't make the part and she is not here. He got very furious. Jamadagni Muni got very, very angry. The sadhus, they are very good, but if they get anger, the whole forest will burn. Same thing happened here. So he wanted to kill his wife. So he called his sons, all the sons. One by one he is asking, go kill your mother, get her head and come. The first son said, I cannot do that. I love my mother. I cannot do that. Second said so. Third said so. Fourth is Parasuram. Parasuram is such a person that if father tells something, he will do without any question. That is a real son. The father should be a real father, right? Father should be a religious, good father. Then the son should be that my father is a devotee and I should follow him. This is ideal father and ideal son. Though Parasuram is not bad to kill his mother, but the father instructed him, kill your mother. So he went, but the mother went and hid herself in a washerman's house. Parasuram went, so the washerman didn't allow him to go enter into his house. He killed the washerman first. Then washerman's wife came. He killed her also. Then finally, Mother Renuka came. So he killed her also. So when he presented to the father that he killed all of them, then the father asked him, I am very pleased. You are such a nice son. What do you want? Then he asked, Father, if you don't mind, I want to give them all life. Because you ordered me, I killed them. Now I want all of them to get their life back. Then Jamadagni Muni forgave them. So he said, okay, give them life back. The Jamadagni Muni was very powerful. So he could give the life back. So the Renuka was given life back. And the washerman's wife, all of them were given life back. So this story has many good things. Like one should be very self-controlled in doing devotional service. You may ask, this may not apply in the present times, right? We are seeing so many things. I'm not saying we need to be like Renuka. At least we should not be very bad like the common people, right? The common non-devotees, they do all kinds of bad things. We should not be like that. We should have regulations in our life. We should not free mix with many men. We should have our self-control. Wherever it is needed, that much we can talk. Otherwise, we should not have unnecessary. Some people, they have my friend, there are so many friends. They have connections. No, not necessary. Not necessary. So that pollutes the mind. That pollutes the heart. That disturbs our devotional service. That don't gives us purity. So if you want to be pure, and through that purity, if you want to be forceful, powerful, then we should have this control of senses. Because the scriptures describe that women is easily getting attracted. Women are described like that. That's why women should be protected. Women is easily, you can cheat a woman easily. How? If a boy comes to the young girl and say, you are beautiful. Maybe she may not be beautiful, but to cheat her, the boy may say, you are beautiful, your eyes are so beautiful. So the Shastra says the women's ears are weak. So she get easily mesmerized. The woman gets easily cheated also. That we see in this present times. Girls going alone with boys, but some kind of dangers happen. You might have seen in the newses, heard in the newspapers, heard through news channels. I have seen many horrible stories. By seeing that, I thought I should protect our devotee girls. I should teach our devotee girls that they remain safe. They don't go in an odd time out alone without any security. If you want to go out, go with your parents or go in a safe time and come back. Because we see every day that women get cheated and they are taken and they are raped, murdered, used, thrown in the gutters. These things we see every day. So we should have a protective layer around us to protect ourselves and to grow in devotion peacefully. To grow in devotion peacefully, we need all these things because we are in women's body. The women's mind, the women's body act in a particular way. They can be easily cheated. They are easily attracted. So we should protect ourselves from such things. We should be intelligent because we are devotees. We are not common, normal ladies. Normal ladies, they are attracted to colorful things, fancy things, sense enjoyments. They use all cosmetics. But we devotees, we are not behind them. For them, nobody tells, okay, how a woman should dress. Nobody tells them. But for us, we have devotee community where Prabhupada gave us rules, a woman, how a woman should be. So that I will slowly, gradually teach you why women should be in sari, why women should tie the hair. We can be very attractive, we can be very nicely dressed by using natural things, not the artificial ones. Many girls and many matajis, they use the thing called lipstick. But that is very, 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 very bad. How it is bad? I'll tell you, if you understand this, you will never touch the lipstick in your life. The lipstick first came into the market in all the fashion things came from France only. In France, there were normal good ladies, family ladies, and the prostitutes. The prostitutes want to advertise themselves, so they put the red color on their lips, and they used to go on the streets, indicating men that they are ready. So that's how lipstick came into the world. But this lipstick is made of animal fat. Prabhupada said us to follow the 4 regulative principles, no meat eating. So if we use lipstick, the meat eating, we will eat everyday meat. Many devotees, they use lipstick. But when I tell them that we are not supposed to use lipstick, they say that it is vegan, it is vegetarian. Like another answer is coming up. But mostly the shining in lipstick cannot come in vegetarian products. It's because they are adding animal fat, then only the shining, glowy things comes out. I don't know, I don't trust the market. If you are very much concerned with your health also, this is very bad, because the chemicals which you apply on the lips go into your system, and it will affect. So once I come to know all these things, I stopped. Once I became a devotee, my Gurudev many times mentioned this in the lectures, that lipstick is very, very bad. And this France information I got from a doctor who is a very famous doctor in Karnataka, who gives lectures about health. So he mentioned that how the lipstick got introduced into the world and the market. So we should all know how to dress modestly, how not to use such products. We should never touch such products which are very bad for health, very bad for our personality also. So my dear girls, I request that we should not touch such things. We should remain very, 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 very careful in our life. Very careful in our life. We should be very careful in our dressing sense. And this is one rule I told you. There is one more thing, is that we should never leave the hair loose. We should take central partition and tie the hair properly. So a question may arise. You see, now modern days, the hairstyle is open hair only, loose hair only. All cut your hair and keep it loose. That is or the elder ladies, they put a ponytail and clip there. Right? This is the modern hairstyle anywhere you see. Say, then why this came into this rule? You may ask, you may be surprised to hear about this. Every devotees are also like that, Mataji, you may be asking. But if you go through the Shastras deeply, the beauty of women is mostly in the hair, and it should be covered so that other men should not get attracted. One thing. That's why we cover the head. Okay, other occasions, you need not cover always, at least. At least you cover the body properly. That is important. The air part is that if somebody keeps the hair loose, their mind becomes loose. Women should be under control. If not, they become loose. So these subtle elements enter into the air and enter into the mind. And they cannot be like a very strong devotee. Why we are telling that if you see that men, they have to shave their head, have shikha. Why? Why? Because they have to give, the hair gives you the beauty. So the men's condition is, if you want to become a devotee, you should give the beauty to the Lord. That's why they have no mustache and no hair. They cut the hair, keep the shikha. For women, there is no, if a woman is a widow, then she can shave the head. Otherwise, she can have nice hairstyle, but it should be tied properly. So that the negative elements, normally negative elements like ghost or subtle elements, negative thinking, there are so many negativities around us. They will travel through the loose hair into the mind of the women. That's why it is advised in the Shastra that women should tie the hair properly. So one example we can see in Mahabharata, that Draupadi made a promise that she will not tie the hair until the Kauravas were killed, because Duchashana pulled her hair in the assembly, and then he tried to shame her in the assembly, big assembly. So she made that, I will not tie my hair. She kept the hair loose. Krishna, Supreme Personality of Godhead, never likes loose hair. If you are all devotees of Krishna, you cannot go in front of Krishna with loose hair, because Krishna doesn't like loose hair. He used to say in Mahabharata that Draupadi, whenever I see your loose hair, I'm not happy. I want to kill. I want to destroy the Kauravas. So we should remember that even when I was very young, my grandmother used to tell, now, once you take the head bath, I keep the hair loose. She says, immediately dry it as soon as possible. Tie it. Go out. Don't go out with loose hair. First, I was having a nice hair, long hair, thick hair. So I need to dry it properly after hair washing. But she used to tell that as soon as it gets dried, you please tie it properly. Don't keep the hair loose. I didn't understand why she was telling. I thought old lady, what she's telling. Now one of you may be thinking what this old lady is telling. But these are all from Shastras. These are all from our parampara. All these things makes us a wonderful devotee. If at all, if we want to go back home, back to Godhead, we should follow what is given to us. As women, what are all the rules given to us that we have to follow? Then we become very powerful, very forceful. And Krishna and the Guru Parampara will be pleased by seeing us. That's why we follow all these things. So these things in total will be, because we are living in very modern world. These things, once when I was preaching in the college, one girl, many girls, they follow. They liked Krishna consciousness, and one of the girl really changed a lot. But mother was very unhappy with me. She said, "This is before 20 years. Now I cannot speak. Now the world is even more very bad, right? Very advanced in the name of uh, in these things, in wearing uh, different kinds of modern dresses." So the mother was very upset. Why you are teaching? One should wear only sari, one should tie the hair. Now, what jamana? This is a different time. We look very odd. Even devotees, they say that. I'm surprised. Then what is the identification that we are devotees? Wherever we are, we should remain as devotees. So, my dear devotees, please try to dress. At least your dress should not show your body parts. That much carefully you dress. Okay. You wear long skirts. Don't show your legs. Don't show your back. You see, many women wear sari only, but their back is fully opened. They wear sari only, they wear sleeveless. So full, everything is exposed. So they wear sari, they wear very low hip. So they show everything. So whether we wear sari or we wear modern this Punjabi dress or pant shirt, at least we should have this rule that the body is not exposed. I'm not here to show my body to anyone. Anyone. So all these small things, but makes a difference in our life. All these things are very small. You may very petty also. You may think it is very petty what Mataji is teaching. But it has effect in our consciousness. It changes our consciousness and we become real devotees. It changes, it works on our consciousness. So that's why I tell that as much as possible. See, I cannot force you. These are all very good for our advancement in spiritual life. Krishna and Guru will be very pleased by seeing our power. Oh, some people, if you see them, you can see, yeah, they are real devotees. Because the way they dress, the way they speak, the way they behave, proves that how powerful they are. So, my dear devotees, it's difficult to be like Renuka, make a pot in sand, but at least we should not be like this, the worldly women who are not following anything, right? We should make some difference in our behavior, right? Okay, now I stop here. Please, if you have any questions, please come up with your questions. Any questions you can ask. Please feel free. You may even speak against me and you can ask me questions. Please ask questions. Hare Krishna. No questions. Huh?
Hare Krishna, Pranam Mataji.
Jyoti? Yeah.
Mataji, like as you said, that we should avoid cosmetics. So in my life, I try to avoid it, but for the pleasure of husband, what can we apply instead of artificial cosmetics?
So you can apply kajal is very good. Kajal you can apply. Get a nice kajal. And haldi is very good for skin. Haldi, These things you can apply. You can naturally glow. I don't use any powder, any cream, any moisturizer, nothing. I don't use anything. For hair, I use coconut oil. I don't even use soap, for your kind information. Sorry. Because of that only, I'm very old lady, but still I shine because of the natural products. I use base and haldi like that.
Okay, Mataji.
You try to use like these things. So, but if your husband wants it, you need to, because there you have to compromise. If your husband is a modern husband and he wants some cosmetics, you tell him that these things are very bad for health. He may agree. If he disagree, then for his pleasure, you have to. Some girls who got married to some modern men, the men tell them, oh, no, you need to wear modern dress. Then I say, no, follow your husband. Okay, slowly make him a devotee, then, you follow the thing. Here, the main rule is we have to obedient to the husband. But slowly you can convince him that this is very good.
Mataji, like you said, but if we have to follow our husband and that is breaking the rule, in that case, what should we do? If we don't want to break the rule, but our husband wants.
If he is a devotee, he will understand. If he is not a devotee, then to fight is a very bad rule. There are different levels, right? So fighting in the family, misunderstanding in the family is very, very bad. So to avoid that, you need to obey him. But if he is really against dharma, then you have to tell him. Okay. I came to know about one Mataji that her husband asked her to free mix with other men, which she didn't like. She was fighting for that. That is right, because that's very bad, right? There she has to fight. But other things, like if the husband wants her to be very modern, use this and that, then these are all small things. So you have to compromise a little bit here and there and come to a common conclusion. In any problem, husband and wife should come to a common conclusion so that you compromise a little bit, he compromise a little bit.
And Mataji, in case of father, if our father wants to eat outside, it happened yesterday only. So we went in Ujjain and he wanted me to eat outside. And I was like, I don't eat outside. I don't eat unoffered food. And there was a big fight.
Don't fight. You tell that, Papa, today I am not feel like eating. I have a rules and regulations in my life. But I can take a juice, fruit juice. I don't want
Yeah.
to disappoint you, Papa. So please, you see, instead of fighting, make it a very palatable approach. You tell that, Daddy, you can go to ISKCON restaurant. If you are in a big city, you tell that we will go to ISKCON Govindas, please come.
Yes, Mataji, he booked the ISKCON restaurant only for staying also.
Huh.
But he said that you have to eat outside in case of emergency. Why don't you eat outside? It's okay, you follow your things, but when you are out, then it is not applicable to the Grihastha ashram. You can eat outside. Then I was like, okay, I'll eat, Papa. Whatever you say, I'll eat. That's okay, but please don't force. And I was very polite in my approach, but he didn't understand. I feel like that he's going anti of it.
Then, you have to tactfully, you are married or unmarried?
I'm married.
Married, So your husband is devotee?
No, he is non-devotee. But he understands. If I say that I don't want to eat outside, he understands. He
Oh,
said,
very
okay.
nice. Then better than father, right?
Yeah, yeah. So
Then
I'm at
avoid
Jamaica
such,
right now.
no, you avoid such situations only.
Okay.
Otherwise, do one thing, you cook when you go out, you cook nicely at home, eat full, you fill your stomach and then go, I am not feeling hungry. I had
Yes, ma'am.
nicely at home. That way you can avoid. Whenever I go to our relatives' marriage, myself, my husband, we used to go to relatives' marriage, but we have nicely taken prasad at home, fill our stomach, then go there. Then we will not feel like eating. Mostly we cheat. We go talk to this relative, that relative, here and there, done. Then, they don't know that we didn't take anything. They cheat, and in parties also, now I am full time settled in Mayapur. Before, my husband was working. When he works, there is a office party, so many things. And sometimes the colleagues force us that, they make a separate preparation for us without onion and garlic. So that time when they really bend down and do some things like that, then we say, okay. If it is without onion garlic, we compromise very rarely. Mostly we avoid such things. So
Okay, Mataji.
you manage. Every time, life is a management, you manage. Don't fight. Fighting will not help.
No, I was very polite in my approach, but he's like, why don't you eat outside? You are going in a different direction. I want you to eat.
So this juice you take, or some salads you take, you tell that, Papa, you take, I will take juice alone. Like that, you compromise little bit.
Okay, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So, Jaya, how do you feel? What is your comment?
Hare Krishna, Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat.
Mataji, I have one question. Like, if you have to work, like if some, like parents won't, generally if you have studied so much, so you must go outside and like, so if you work outside, so how to like make that, you have to come across like many male members also. So how to because sometimes we have to talk on some project, or so how to balance
But
that.
don't go too close with them. Don't
Yeah,
become very close friends. I have
yeah,
seen that then they have very closeness and they become friends. So don't have any deep relationship. And when you talk to other men, don't look at them so deeply, just superficially. Everything should be superficially and never entertain any kind of deep relationship. They should understand that this lady is very strict. She's not loose.
yes, Mataji. When I was in my PhD, so what is the like nature? People used to go in groups for having tea, like around this 4 to 5 p.m. But I like avoid totally for the 6 year because I told I don't eat, I don't drink tea and coffee. So they like they ignored me very much. Oh, you are from some another planet or something like
No,
that.
such things
Yeah,
happen in the society when we become
yeah,
really strong. See,
yeah.
when my son was around 3 to 6 years, we were in France.
Mhm.
And I had to see in one occasion, they forced us to take the child to a trip, 1 week trip, when he was 3.5 only. So, but somehow they accepted me. You come for the trip. So they gave me a separate room. They gave me a cooking facility also. But the way actually we cannot eat with them. Myself, my son used to sit in a different dining table and eat what I prepared. They really didn't like me. They ignored me in everything. And that too in Western country, it was very difficult when people ignore you. I went and served a lot. I was one of the parent. No parents came, and 2, 3 teachers only. I took care of children. I even once, in one occasion, all their shoes got so much dirty because of the clay. They went in a forest like thing. So I washed all the children's shoes, being a devotee. But still, they had no gratefulness or no respect for me because, I was keeping my son. And in one occasion, the teacher also told, because, why don't you try our food? Why you are so this thing? They didn't understand. Whenever occasion comes, I cook and feed them, because here our work is increasing, right? I don't take their food. So what I say, I will cook for you, like that. So I cook and feed them like that. But still, we are different, but I can compromise that for Krishna's devotion. I'm a very strong lady. Let the society ignores me, no problem. For me, to please my Gurudev is very important. So I faced so many such things, especially my husband. On Ekadasi day, he will not even drink water. The colleagues commented that he is a Kanjusi fellow. We devotees, we feed devotees, we extend so many services, and we need more money because we spend more money on so many things. Whenever we go out, I mean, our foreign projects, 1 week the company gives you to eat in company's expenditure. You can go to the hotel, eat, and give the bill. But because we are devotees, the same day I land, because I always traveled with my husband, the same day I carry a small electric cooker. They give you hotel. Sometimes it has a kitchen. Mostly it won't have a kitchen. In the hotel itself, I plug the electric cooker, cook only khichdi all the 3 times. Eat that alone for a week. It is a big austerity. For other colleagues, they enjoy different cuisines and this, that. They enjoy life. For us, it is a curse. It is a curse,
Yes.
but with a small child, it is a big austerity for me, but I underwent all these things for a higher cause.
Yes, Mataji, absolutely.
For higher cause. So we are not appreciated by the colleagues or by the society, all these things. But we survived.
Yes, yes,
Also
Mataji.
survive because
Krishna provide the strength. Yeah, initially, like in my case, I also struggle when, but Krishna provide the strength. He made a way. Then people also start understanding. Okay, she's not like because sometimes people, when I was in PhD, so we have parties in weekend. So I used to like make excuses, but on each weekend you can't make excuses if someone have birthday party or something like that. So I used to go and tell, okay, I will not eat anything. I'll drink juice and that's only.
salad.
So for the next 5 years, so they understand. Okay, she will eat. But yeah, I was thinking about it. If you start again, if you are going to a new place, then you have to follow the same thing because now there are new people. So again, you have to follow the same thing.
As much as possible, I would suggest
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
young ladies, you get married
Mhm.
to a nice husband where you need not work. See, I was
Yeah.
always qualified to work. My aim was to become a
Mhm.
consultant psychologist, and I
Mhm.
studied and I wanted to do PhD. With that goal only, I started my life. But
Mhm.
after meeting my Gurudev,
Yeah.
perspective, my husband also, he was a very supportive person. He said, "Why you want to go out for earning money?"
Yeah.
I said, "I want luxury. I want this. I will provide you everything. I will provide you everything. You be peaceful at home. You take care of the children.
Yes, Mataji.
The
That
parents
itself a
need."
bigger
Yeah.
responsibility.
So above that, my Gurudev, he said, normally he says that if you live in the house, you have to handle only one man. But if you go
Mhm.
out, you have to handle so many men.
Right.
This is too much for a woman's psycho. So as much as possible, if possible, please don't go for work. We all, many ladies, we choose to be at home. Throughout my life, I remained at home, but I did a great service to the society.
Yes, Mataji.
That my husband encouraged me. My husband supported me because he is a devotee too. We became devotees together. So I wish all my girls, all my daughters, all these girls, young girls, You get married nicely to a nice devotee who will encourage you, who will provide you all the basic necessities. That's why I'm also in the service of arranging the marriage for young ladies, which I am doing for more than 25 years. So I have very good experience in this also. So I find a suitable candidate and then match their horoscope, counsel them, guide them, be there for them. That I'm doing for many years. So I wish that you settle in life with a qualified, nice person so that you need not go. But at the same time, utilize your intelligence uh, in a positive way, which I did because my subject was psychology. I definitely used throughout my life. Similarly, you are a PhD girl, so you can use somewhere, or you can choose to work from home.
Yes, Mataji, absolutely. I'm just doing that.
Work from home, or start your own small thing which
Yes,
you're doing it from the house.
I can do some writing work or can from home.
Like that,
Yeah.
you can do. So you choose, a women should choose a career. If you really want to have a career, you have to have a career which is very safe for you.
Mhm.
Timings, peaceful. So like that, you please choose. Generally,
Thank you so much, Mataji.
we say no. Generally, we say no, but because balancing bhakti,
Yeah,
balancing family, balancing again work is then it becomes too much for women.
yeah, yes, Mataji, absolutely.
Correct. That's why. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So, any comments or doubts? Okay. So we will meet you all next week with a new story and new things. Okay. Hare Krishna. Please, if you are not able to speak here, please WhatsApp me, message me your opinions, your comments, your disagreements. If you disagree with any of the points, please be open. Please write to me. Hare Krishna. So we will see you next week. Vancha kalpadarubhasya kripa sindhubhyev cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Dandavat pranam.
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Mataji.